Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the show, all the Coach Cruz family out there. And if there's anybody new to Coach Cruz, welcome. I'm your host, Brad. And anyway, we have nomination night because there's a big vote going on next week. I don't know if many of you heard about it, but we're going to have a vote of our own. So once you get done voting for that other vote, come on in and tune in next week to determine we're going to create the ship, our cruise director, and the ports that we're going to go to. And the fun thing about this is it doesn't have to be with one particular cruise line. Like I know we have a lot of Royal Caribbean cruisers out there. Obviously, there's a lot of Carnival cruisers out there. We have some people that really like MSC, people that like Norwegian, Virgin, whatever. So tonight, what we're going to do is take nominations. And then what I'll do is I'll put all those nominations together and I'll pit those nominations against one another until we voted for a best ship or our favorite ship or a ship we want to cruise on the most, a cruise director we want to cruise with the most, and the itinerary we'd like to do the most with that ship and that cruise director. So that's what we're going to cover tonight for the most part. I think that's going to take up a good chunk of the time. You see Zoe here is very hungry and she's already scratched up my arm a little bit. And today, for those people that hook Zoe up with the treat, I have, and you see her looking at that intently, a big old thick summer sausage, which I gave her just a little bite of before we started the show, and so she is all about that. So anybody that takes care of Zoe, and how that works for anybody that's new out there, anybody does a $10 super chat, Zoe is going to get one of these big old summer sausage slices. And anybody that does a $15 more super chat, you get Zoe one of those, and then you get me a shot, which right now is Buffalo Trace. We might be able to finish this bottle today, depending. And then right now, all the super chats carry over. So, for example, Sherry has numbers 1 through 12, Sherry and Jay, because she did a big super chat last week, and that was the leftover amount. And then we have Tex with 13 through 17. Texas Cruiser, we have Aaron 18 through 37. Tim G is 38 through 57. And Rick W is 58 through 62. So we're only 38 away from giving away another shirt. Last week's winner was Tim, and that was the smallest super chat number that ever hit. He had numbers 1 and 2, and the number was 1. That was the first time we ever had a number 1. I know we had a 99 before. I don't think we've had 100, but I know we've had a 99. Let me say hello to everybody, because I know a lot of you have checked in already. And Ben, our neighboring state, is saying hello. He gets the gold medal today. And then Roger Calkins with the silver medal says, hello, Coach Cruz. Just want to drop in for a minute. Got to watch my Dodgers. And you know what? I appreciate that as a big sports fan, as most of you know. So if the Dodgers are your team, good luck, Dodgers, for you. And I know they started off 2-0. I don't even know who won the game yesterday. I heard there was a third game, but I don't know if the Yankees made it closer or whether it's a situation where they can clinch tonight. Then we have Sandy, the Lost Pirate Jenkins. Good to see you again, Sandy. Happy Tuesday to you. Seg 183 is here. And Seg, I'm trusting you got that shirt by now. Hopefully it fits well and everything. Will G is here, and he is days away from his cruise. He is checked in. For those of you that aren't on Coach Cruz Facebook, we have a weekly segment where we say, hey, anybody cruising anytime soon, let us know your ship and when you're cruising. And I know Will has posted a couple times. And last time, I think he was 9 days away. So he might only be about a week away or so now. So then we have Kevin B. I know he's talked about a New Year's cruise that he's doing. I think he's on the Celebration. And then we have Mandy, a fellow teacher and a big piano bar fan. Frankie Floyd is here once again. Good to see you as always, Frankie. Hot Tea is back. Good to see you, Hot Tea. We got Yoli in the house. She says hello, everyone. And Tim, our admin, I wasn't sure Tim was going to make it because he's driving back from helping out a friend, as he often does. Oh, no, he's still driving. He says, I'll put him on the screen there. Hi, everyone. Still driving from Ohio to Florida. That's a nice long drive. Kevin B says, Virgin Scarlet Lady with its food, Carnival Horizon Entertainment, and Lear Kindle for this cruise director. He's already getting his nominations up. I love it. Okay, Nathaniel is back once again. Good to see you, Nathaniel. D Kid is here once again. Good to see you, D Kid. We got our resident comedian, Brad H313, says, hi, Coach. And here we have our first super chat of the day, and it's a treat for both Zoe and me. And let's write down Yoli. So you are 63 because we have people carrying over from last week through 77. It's always interesting me doing math, especially after a few shots. But look at this big old piece of summer sausage. This is one of Zoe's most favorite days. High five for Yoli and Andrew. What do you say? She says a big hearty thank you, and she's going to go eat that big old chunk of summer sausage. And that means, since it's a $15 super chat, I get my own little treat. Got this Buffalo Trace here. We are going to start this off before we get going in the nominations. And Yoli, Andrew, cheers to you all. Thanks for getting us started. Ooh. And I haven't been drinking as much. I've been trying to lose weight. And the weight loss is coming along. But, man, when you don't drink and then, you drink just once a week or whatever, they hit a way harder. Okay. So, yeah, thank you for that. Yoli says, let's get this party started with a shot for you and a treat for Zoe. And then, boom, right after that, look at that. We got the lovely picture of Sherry and Jay Bell with a $50 super chat, which is going to put us over for the second time in consecutive weeks. So I'm going to put Jay and Sherry down. And you were going to close out this $100 super chat. So you're 78 through 100. And that was 23. So that means you're also 37 and 23. 27 and 23, right? Yeah, 27 and 23 makes 50. Okay, so yeah, it was 23. Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm doing math in my head. So you're also number 1 through 27 on our next round. And let's do that shirt drawing. Oh, we got to hook Joey or Zoe up here and myself before we get doing a shirt drawing. So you get another one of these because of Sherry and Jay. Right? And high five to them. And what do you say to them? She says a big hearty thank you. And a big hearty thank you from me as well. I am going to do this shot, and then we were going to draw for that shirt. Let me go back over the numbers again. We still got plenty of time to go over nominations, so anybody here for that, that's coming. Cheers. Ooh, okay. Like I said, my tolerance is going down. I see we got 30 people in the live right now. If you could hit that like button, maybe we can get it up to 40. That would help out a lot. So let me go over the numbers from last week and then this week. We had Sherry and Jay. They had the numbers, so they got the front and the back here. They had numbers 1 through 12, and then we got Tex is 13 through 17, and then Aaron is 18 through 37. We have Tim G, 38 through 57, and Tim won the shirt last week. Rick W, 58 through 62. Yoli is 63 through 77, and Sherry and Jay, once again, 78 through 100, but they also have 1 through 27 on the future drawing. So here we have a blank. Oh, didn't mean to do that. We got a blank. What? Why can I not touch my phone? Okay, let me try this. Take 3. Okay. So there it is. It's blank. And we're going to ask Siri for a random number 1 through 100. Siri, give me a random number 1 through 100.
The answer is 67.
The answer is 67, and let's find out who that winner is. 67 is Yoli. Yoli had numbers 63 through 77. So the first super chat of tonight wins the prize. So congratulations, Yoli. You got the party started, and you got the shirt to go along with it. So congratulations. Then we have Angie, who was supposed to be on this Thanksgiving cruise that I'm going on. She is one of the Charlie's Angels, the main one, because she's the one that watches the show most often. So she's the number one Charlie Angel. And Tina Drews is here with only 4 days to go to her next cruise. Roderick says the Dodgers are up 3-0, so he's liking that. Abraham Happiness says holla on Facebook. Glad to see people checking in on Facebook, watching both. And then we have our good friends, Liz and Chris from Carnival Cruise Addicts. They're saying hello to a whole slew of people. And good to see you all. I know they were fighting a cold or something that they caught on their most recent cruise. Hopefully you two are feeling better and are back to close to 100% at least. And I think I about caught up. Nathaniel Orvis has 18 days and until his cruise. He boards on the 17th. Very cool. All right. So we're all caught up. All right. That was great. That's a great start. We got super chats going. We got shots going. We got treats going. And now I know Kevin B started off. I'm going to do this individually, one by one, just because it's going to be too hectic to take all their nominations all at one time. So what I want to start off with, and I mean, I know most of you know that I'm pretty much a Carnival cruiser, almost predominantly. And that doesn't mean that we're going to focus on Carnival. I know a lot of you cruise Carnival mostly, but I know we have people that are cruising other ships. And then some of you might just be interested in going like on an Icon of the Seas or something like that. For example, you might say, okay, I haven't cruised on this particular ship, but I've seen videos. It looks awesome. I would like to do that. You can nominate that ship even if you haven't even gone on it. Okay. And how would I know any other way? I wouldn't know anyway whether you had or hadn't. Jason is here also. Okay, so we're going to start off with ships. And the way I think it might be better to do this, just so it's not too cluttered, is if you talk about a class of ship. So for example, if you were Carnival Vista, Carnival Horizon, Carnival Panorama, you would say the Vista class. If you are Icon of the Seas, I think Wonder of the Seas. I don't know if there's a third ship, you royal people help me out. But, I know there's different classes for obviously all cruise lines. You got the Spirit class, you got the Dream class, you got the Conquest class, for Carnival. You have the XL class, which would be the Mardi Gras, the Celebration, the Jubilee, those three together. So, and we can take more than one nomination. Like if somebody says, Carnival Celebration or something like that, then that's fine. That that'll go as an XL class vote. And then, like I say, then next week, I'm an XL class nomination. I'm sorry. Okay, so Angie and Tim, I see that. Thank you, sir. Carnival Cruise Addicts says the Spirit class, and I'm going to get to you in just a second here, Tim. I just want to write a couple of these down. Nathaniel is going with the Vista class. Okay. He loves the Horizon. I love the Horizon as well. Angie is saying the Glory. So that is the Conquest class. Thank you. We have Amy says 6 Oasis class and 2 Icon classes are built. More of both to come with Royal Caribbean. So which is your nomination, Amy? Are you nominating them both? 6 Oasis class, 2 Icon class. I mean, if you were to pick one of those. Okay, and Tim, I want to get Tim up here because Tim just did let me put that on the screen. And thank you, sir. You're driving and super chatting all at once. That's legal in most states, but hopefully it's legal in the state you're driving through right now. All right, so we got admin, Tim, and Cheryl driving back and super chatting. Awesome. Thank you two so much. So Tim and Cheryl, you are numbers 28 through 48. Look, we're almost halfway to another shirt, and we're going to set Zoe up. Yeah, you like that, don't you? You better get up here if you want it. All right, so we're going to high five Tim and Cheryl. And what do you say, Tim? You say thank you. Yes, you do. And there's a big old summer sausage for you. And that means I get to do another shot. Yes, Tim is a Steelers fan, I saw. And Andrew, Yoli's husband, I know is a big Steelers fan as well. I'm sure there's a few more of you out there. Unfortunately, I mean, and I'm envious of most of you because there's almost none of you that has a team as bad as mine. I mean, it would be literally impossible to be worse than my team. There's a couple out there as bad, but yeah, I'm a Raiders fan. So, I mean, my NFL year is ruined already. All I have to look forward to is the draft. But Tim, cheers to your Steelers and congrats on your win there. And thank you for the shot. Ooh, they're hitting hard. Okay. Sandy says Vista class. D Kid, okay, we got an XL class. We got an XL class nomination. And Amy, I don't know if you put it in the comments yet. I haven't got through all of them, but if you had a nomination. Okay. Amy loves the Wonder of the Seas. Is the Wonder's an Icon one, right? I think. Y'all got to help me out. Mandy is voting for the XL class as well. Amy, you got to help me out here. I think Wonder of the Seas is one of the Icon ones, right? I think. But I'll just write Wonder of the Seas for right now. Okay, Wonder of the Seas. Oh, Oasis class. Okay, you just did it. Never mind. Oasis class. Okay, got it. Seg is saying XL class as well. Brad and Angie had a great time on the Carnival Glory. Very cool. We got Aaron, our other admin. Look at that. We got admin, back to back there. Tim and then Aaron. Late but here. And Tim is going XL class as well. So we got a lot of XL classes. Oh, Tim says Cheryl's driving. That's why Tim's able to do all this chatting. So glad to have you on board here, Tim. Seg is saying hello. You all are talking to one another. Carnival Cruise Addict says the Dolphins are pretty bad this year. You know what? I got good news for you, Carnival Cruise Addicts. The Raiders play at the Dolphins, so they will be picking up a win in about 2 weeks. I think it's November 16th, 17th, something like that. So the Raiders are coming in to save the day, and they will give you and the Dolphins a victory. D Kid is a Cowboys fan, and they're having a rough year as well. Yoli says, here we go, Steelers. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Jason says my Titans are bad. That team is in the running for as bad as my Raiders, definitely. Yeah, we're neck and neck for one of the worst teams in the NFL for sure. Yeah, my sympathies go out to you, Jason. I know exactly how you feel being a Titans fan. Let's see. Seg says, wait a minute, I'm a Giants fan. The Giants, yeah, they're in the conversation too, but I think the Giants are better. Y'all got Malik Neighbors. Although we got Brock Bowers, and I'm pretty happy with Brock Bowers. He's like the silver lining out of a, what is the where they bury the trash, dump site or whatever. He's that silver lining, miles of trash. That is what the Raiders are, miles of trash. Angie says, soon to be Tipsy Tuesday here. Yeah, it is going to be Tipsy Tuesday for me. Amy says, Oasis class. Yoli says, Conquest class for me, XL class for Andrew. Okay, so we should have some interesting votes, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pit some of these nominations against one another, and then we're going to get down to a final two, and then we're going to determine what the favorite ship of the Coach Cruise for 2024 is on voting day next week, Tuesday. Let's see. Carmel Cruise Addict says, is that a happy hour sign? I like it. Yes. Happy hour sign. Yeah. And then, thanks for pointing that out, because you see, I reorganized it. And speaking of, there's Carmel Cruise Addict's cup right there. I got a plant. It's a fake plant. I got my little bear where he normally is. I still got my police patch here from our friends Rod and Vicky down in Sunrise, Florida. They're in Pembroke Pines. I'm still waiting for one from my friend Lewis, who's also a policeman down in that area. And then on this side, I put this little shelf up. And this shelf, I'm not super handy, and this was more harder than it looks. I'm embarrassed to say, but yeah, the screws and the anchor screws and stuff were, the drill wasn't working properly. I don't know. It was, but I got this up. Oh, and let me turn my little Coach Cruise thing. I forgot to do that. Let's see. We can turn it on multicolors. Strobe. There we go. Look at that. Different colors. So yeah, I tried to organize a little bit, and because I was getting too much stuff and it was getting too cluttered. So yeah, thank you. Carnival Cruise Addict says it looks good. Manny says, well, we are on sports. Who do we want to win the World Series? You know what? Okay, you can get away from the Blantons. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I really care. I mean, I need to watch it. I would like to see it go to a game 7. That is an intriguing matchup. You got the Yankees versus the Dodgers, but we can put that to a vote for everybody out there. Who do you want to win the World Series? I know Roderick's going to say Dodgers, but yeah, throw in the comments. We'll find out. Answer Mandy's questions. She says, while we're on sports, who do we want to win the World Series? So if you got a horse, or if you have a preference of who wins the World Series, put down either Yankees or Dodgers in the comments so we can answer Mandy's question. I don't know. I'm going to abstain on this one, just because I don't care enough about either team to upset anybody that might be really a Yankees fan or a Dodgers fan. So I'm going to do the PC thing and just abstain. But Sandy says New York. She's going for the Yanks. And we'll see what other people say here. Mandy, who are you going for? I know you're a Braves fan. So I don't know whether that means you're rooting for the National League because you're a Braves fan, or you don't like the Dodgers, so you're rooting for the Yankees. Who are you going for? That would be a good question as well. Okay, do we have any more votes? And Will says Vista class. Let's see, any other votes? Yeah, okay, so Will's got the Vista class. I'm a big Vista class person myself. And also, thank you, everybody, for the super chats. I think that might be one shot left in there. One big shot. But yeah, we're only one shot away, I think, from finishing that bottle. And then I got, and look at that. And then Brad's going to get us into a new bottle, I think. Speak and it shall be. So Brad H, $20 super chat from our resident comedian. Always good for a laugh. You are 49 through 68. And would you like another one of these, Zoe? If you would, come on up. All right, so we're going to give a big high five for Brad. What do you say to Brad? What do you say? There you go. Big hearty thank you. And thank you, Brad. We are all the way up to 68 already. We might give away 2 shirts. We're only 32 away from giving away a second shirt. And let's just see if I guessed this right on this being 1 shot left. Look at that. Did I call that or what? That is exactly 1 shot. And we killed the bottle, and we got another bottle waiting in reserve here. So cheers, Brad. Thank you. Oh, man. Okay. I guess I got to start drinking again because, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was good, though. It was good. All right. So I got the Spirit class. I got the Vista class. I got the Conquest class. I got the XL class. And I have the Oasis class. Can I get a different ship? I would like to have at least 6 because then we can have 2 going at, well, I don't know. Actually, I need 8. I would need 8 or I would need 4. Or I guess I could have like one that I think is going to be one of the highly voted on ones and put that like in a buy round if we don't have more people. But is there any? Yeah, D Kid says no Weller yet. Weller is a bourbon. I was just in Benny's. That's our big liquor store around here, and I haven't seen any Weller on the shelves, and I'm looking for it, and you can't find Weller anymore. So no, the answer to that is no. Royal class on Princess. Okay, thank you for that. The Royal class on Princess. Okay. And what I might do is I might put the non-carnival ships against each other, so at least one of them will advance to the second round. Icon class, Beachton, Texas. Okay. So we have 2 Royal class ships. We have the Oasis class and we have the Icon class. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 different ship classes. So if we could get one more class of ship nominated, we will have 8, and then we can have 2 on 2 on 2. Amy says Icon class because they have ship puppies, Rover on the Icon and Sailor on the Star, both Icon class. Angie says Weller is in Kentucky, plentifully just left Red River with $300 bottles. Oh, that must be like the high-end Weller. I'm talking about like the $30 bottles of Weller. I can't afford that $300 stuff. I like bourbon, but I'm not a connoisseur to where I can drop $300 on a bottle of bourbon. So if we can get one more class of ship, and we'll wrap the ships up with 8. Venice class. I don't even know what Venice class. What line is Venice class? Is that Royal too? See, I'm a Carnival loyalist when I don't even know some of the names. Nathaniel says, I've never done the Icon or Royal for that matter, but want to. What is everyone's thoughts on the Icon? So if anybody can answer that question, because I can't. Venezia Luminosa. Oh, okay. No. That is a Carnival thing. Okay. So the Carnival Cruise Addicts just let me know of something Carnival that I didn't know. So the Venice class and the Luminosa is an old ship. I don't even know how they fit in there with that. But the Venezia, I was corrected by Mark Hugh, the inaugural cruise director, the Venezia, because I was calling it Venezia. So if any of you think it's Venezia, it's not. It's Venezia, like net, N-E-T. So that Z actually is supposed to sound like a T. Venezia. Actually, there's supposed to be a T in front of the Z, I guess. Venezia, Luminosa, and Firenze. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Firenze right or not. But okay, so that's the Venice class. So I didn't know. All right, so we have our 8 ships. So we will have a battle of 8. We will have a quarterfinal, and we will get down to our final 4, and then our final 2, and then our final 1 next week. All right, so here's a fun one. Cruise directors. I think we got a vote for Kindle Fire from Kevin B already, and I think he also said Well, Lee Mason is not a cruise director anymore. But you know what? We'll put him in there because, he can fill in as a fleet cruise director. He can fill in. So we'll put Lee down also. And I will nominate Cookie, even though he currently is not working as a cruise director. That could change. And for the record, I was speaking with Cookie recently, and he's planning on coming on the show in the not too distant future, and may have a guest with him and may have some interesting news close to the new year. I don't know what that news could be. I really don't. That's the honest truth. I don't know what that news could be. He just said he would have news to share, potentially. So there's that. All right. Let's see. You know what? Beachton, Texas. That's a good question. Beachton, Texas says current or former. Let's bring some people out of retirement. We'll bring some people out of retirement for this. Why not? Why not? Let's make it fun. Let's, get rid of some of the rules or whatever. We got Louis Claire. He's a newer cruise director, but very good one. Been filling in a lot on the XL class ships. The breakaway class for Norwegian. Okay. Breakaway class Norwegian. I'm going to write that down. Angie asked the same question. It must be current. You know what? Yeah, we're going to say, you know what? If you want to bring somebody out of retirement, bring them out of retirement. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make it fun. If they see this and they see that they were voted as the cruise director they wanted to cruise with most, maybe they'll come out of retirement. Maybe they will. I don't know. We got Kendall Fire, of course. We got her down. We got Lee Mason. We got Cookie. We got Louis Claire. Dr. E. I see that. Okay, Dr. E. I think he is with MSC now. Angie says Cookie. We got Cookie down. Mandy says Lee. We got Lee down. Nathaniel says, wish Cookie would come back. He is a kick-ass director. I will not disagree with you on that. Not even one bit, Nathaniel. You are 100% correct. We got Matt Mitchell. All right, we're back. I don't know. You know what? My Wi-Fi has been working fine. And I think for those of you that were here before, this happened one other time. And this is after I upgraded to the high speed, whatever streaming internet, whatever. So I'm glad we didn't lose too many people here. But I was writing down names that you all had put. I got John Heald from Carnival Cruise Addicts. How fun would that be to bring him out of retirement to be a cruise director for one cruise? He might even like that as well. So that was from Carnival Cruise Addicts. Beachton, Texas says the Flying Scotsman. He was a fleet cruise director for a short time, and then he just left Carnival completely. We have Schwartz has been nominated. We got Ashley Davis checking in on the Facebook side. Down Under Cruisers. You know what? I thought about you guys the other day. I don't know if I was going through my Australia pictures or what, but I'm like, you know what? Down Under Cruisers used to be checking in on the show, and then here they are. They're checking back in. Good to see you guys. And yeah, glad you checked in on this side of the world. Good to see you. All right. Mark Q. All right. One of my guys. Mark Q, Q's cruise director. Emma. Ashley is saying Emma Nixon. And I would like that too. She was phenomenal. I hope Lee never leaves Carnival. Yeah. And travel with fun. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again right now. My prediction, and I predicted this a long time ago. So if anybody, says, later on down the road, they're like, oh, I figured this would happen or whatever. I've been saying it for a long, long, long time. Lee is going to take over for John Heald as the ambassador of the Carnival Cruise Line. Nobody has told me this. That is just strictly my opinion, my guess, or whatever. But you see John and Lee interacting. John loves Lee, and I think the feelings are mutual on that other side. And I mean, Lee will even admit he's a company man. He toes the company line and he doesn't do anything too outrageous. But at the same point, he still is loved and adored by all the people that cruise with him. So I feel like that is a natural fit. So when John is ready to hang it up, my prediction, and I would put money down on this. I don't know what the odds would be, but I would put money that Lee Mason will be your next Carnival brand ambassador. That's just my thought. So you can say what you will. Okay, Joey has got a vote. That is Kendall's man. And Ashley says she is amazing, referring to Emma Nixon. Beach in Texas, they have a pretty good podcast. If you've not heard it, talking about Joey and Kendall. Mandy says agreed. I think she's agreeing with me on Lee Mason. And Ashley, I think, is agreeing with me as well. Says, I think you're right. Travel with fun. Yeah, I heard that Lee wants to do something with John's position. Travel with fun. Who did you hear that from? I'm curious. I heard it in the video you posted of John. Oh, I heard it in the video you posted of John going live. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, that would not surprise me. And John has worked for Carnival for a very long time. I think he's going on his 39th year now. My guess is he'll put 40 in and then he'll say, okay, 40 is enough. And that definitely is enough. I don't care what position, job you're in, 40 years with one company. Aaron, wow, look at you with Pauly. I did not expect to hear a Pauly, but Aaron is throwing a vote out there for Pauly. And Pauly is a one of those cruise directors that fills in for people, that are resident cruise directors. And so he had filled in on the Carnival Horizon and did a good job there. Mandy, yes, you can absolutely have two. Who would you like to nominate again, or a second nomination? So Mandy is going to come up with a second nomination. We have a lot of cruise directors. We might end up with 16. Let's see. We have right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 13 so far. Pauly was our 13th. Beach in Texas, to each their own. Not a Heald fan. Think Lee would be a great fit. Jackie Tang. I like that one. Okay. I have not cruised with Jackie, but I've heard good things. And you know what? I'm going to throw another one out there. And even though I've not cruised with this person, I've heard good things just to get us closer to that 16 number. So Jackie makes us 14. I'm going to put Georgia Craig. She is now on the Venezia, but she was supposed to be on the Horizon that I'm going to go on. And I was looking forward very much to cruising with her. Cruise Life TV is on a cruise right now, and they cruised with her and said she was great. And from all the videos I've seen of her, I follow her and everything, she seems great. And I was super pumped to cruise with her. And then, Lee gets named cruise fleet director, and he was on the Venezia, and they're like, okay, we're going to promote Georgia over here to the Venezia. Mike Pack, Seg is saying Mike Pack, bring him out of retirement or out of the fleet cruise director. And I think that makes us 16. So I think I will close off the cruise director category, and we'll have 16 people that we have to narrow down to one. And I will try to seed those people from what I think will be the favorite all the way down to 16. So somebody like Kendall Fire, is going to be a top 4 seed. Somebody like Pauly, no offense, Aaron, but Paulie might be that 16 seed. He's gonna have to go up against the number one dog, whoever that might be next week when we do votes. Daryl Dean is here. He says, "Hey, Coach, haven't caught a show in a while. Well, it's great to see you, Daryl, and thanks for checking in." Yeah, anybody else that hasn't checked in, please do. Anybody hasn't hit that like button, please do. Okay, this next one, the reason I saved it for last is because it's a little bit more difficult. Will G says, "Did anyone here cruise with Marcelo Marshmallow?" Aaron says, "I only have 2 to throw out. Cut me some slack." Yeah. Well, you'll have a third one coming up because I know you got your cruise coming up on Thanksgiving. So I'm very aware. And the cruise director on the horizon is Tyler Meehan, I think is the name. And I've never cruised with Tyler Meehan. Anybody out there cruise with Tyler Meehan, let me know. It was supposed to be Georgia, but it is what it is. Hopefully Tyler's good. Okay. Ports. Now, Mandy says he's great. Okay, cool. Travel with Fun. I'm pretty sure Jackie Tang used to be with Norwegian Cruise Line. Okay, I did not know that. And Mandy, I hope you're talking about Tyler Meehan, or maybe you're talking about Jackie Tang. Okay, so ports. Most ports are going to be like ports in the Southern Caribbean or ports in the Eastern Caribbean or the Western Caribbean or whatever. So, I mean, there's some flexibility in ports, but let's go with 3 ports. But you can't have, let's say, Cozumel, Aruba, and Bermuda, because those are too far apart. You know what I'm saying? So itineraries that actually exist. I don't care what itinerary it is, but let's do 3 ports and it has to actually exist. So, for example, my Thanksgiving cruise is Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. Okay, that's the ABCs itinerary. There's itineraries out there that are like Cozumel, Roatan, and Belize. That's like a Western Caribbean itinerary. So we're talking about a 3-port itinerary. Put that in the comments, and not just one. Okay, so Angie just put Cozumel. I'm looking for a 3-port because we're going to go on a 7-day cruise, so we're going to get at least 3 ports, right? So we're looking for the ship, our cruise director, and then we want to go hit 3 different ports. So hit me with 3 of them. Okay, so Carnival Cruise Addicts says St. Thomas, St. Martin, and San Juan. All right. And then I see Erin. She said the ABC. So that's Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao. And that could be like Grand Turk or something also. Nathaniel says Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire. There it is. Oh, D Kid. He's got a different one. He says Boston, Bar Harbor, and Halifax. Boston, Bar Harbor, and Halifax. Mandy, yeah. Mandy says Aruba, Grand Turk, and Curacao. Yeah, that qualifies. That's a one. Beachton, Texas says Roatan, Honduras, Belize, and Cozumel. Definitely, that qualifies for sure. That is an itinerary that has been done. Let me just scroll up. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, Travel with Fun. I did miss you. Okay, so Travel with Fun says Amber Cove, St. Martin. St. Martin's a good one. And St. Thomas, and that's a really good one. Yeah. Okay, Grand Turk. I got Mandy. I got Beach in Texas. Okay, Amy says Coco K. And I got to admit, I would like to go to Coco K. So I have not been, but it looks awesome. Coco K, St. Thomas, and St. Martin. That's a nice one. That's a good call right there. Tim G, admin Tim says St. Martin, St. Thomas, and San Juan. You all are on it today. Okay. All right, I'm running out of paper here. Okay. Sandy the Lost Pirate Jenkins says Puerto Rico, Aruba, and St. Thomas. Okay, I got that down. Seg says St. Thomas, San Juan, and Half Moon Cay. This is going to be hard to get through next week. We might have to go longer than an hour to get all these votes done, but we will try. We will try. And honestly, there's going to be so much voting coverage that watching an hour with me will be a good break from all of that craziness. Let's see. Amy says Grand Turk. Love Grand Turk. St. Thomas. Love St. Thomas and St. Martin. Love St. Martin. Yeah, Mandy says possibly in the future Celebration Key. Yeah, that looks great. Carmel Cruise Addict says Admin Tim. It says Admin Tim is cheating. Admin Tim is cheating. He's copying off of Carnival Cruise Addicts. That's what they say. Beach in Texas says Half Moon Cay. Half Moon Cay. Key West. Ooh, Key West. That's the first Key West one. I love Key West. And Nassau. Nassau, Bahamas. Daryl Dean. I'm weird on this, but Roatan, Grand Cayman. Okay, first Grand Cayman mention. All right. Roatan, Grand Cayman. And what's the other one? Roatan, Grand Cozumel. I love Cozumel. Okay. Tim G says at Carnival Cruise Addicts, you pick great ports. Look at this. We got Down Under Cruisers. We are going to put this in the vote. We got Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth. Sydney. And Sydney, I can vouch for, is an awesome city. That is an awesome city. Melbourne and Adelaide, Perth. I do not know, but I'm sure it's good. But Sydney, I can vouch for. Travel with fun. I haven't been to Nassau, Bahamas in a while. D-Kid. Juneau, Skagway. Ooh, yeah, we get an Alaska reference. Okay, and D-Kid and I did Alaska together. We were on the same cruise ship, the Luminosa. Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan. Okay. All right. I think we were good on ports. Okay. A couple things here. We're 32 away from giving away our next shirt, but I have something fun. And Tim G, admin Tim, I call him, and Aaron is an admin as well. So she gave me this idea, and I liked it. And I'm titling it This or That. So we got 10 minutes here. We've got our ports, we've got our cruise directors, we've got our ships, unless there's any last minute entry there. So The idea for this is, we always pack luggage and stuff, right? And, some people pack, most people, I think, pack way too much luggage. I used to be able to get away with just a carry on, and that would last me. Now, I will say this, if you're going to do laundry, then you don't need to pack near as much, right? Because some of the stuff you can wear again, like, I mean, if obviously if you wash your undergarments, whatever, you can wear those again if, if you wash them and stuff. Um, and then there's certain clothing, like workout clothing, something like that. If you go to the gym and, you wash your workout clothing, certainly go to the gym, whatever. There's certain clothing you can wear again, cargo shorts, for example. Nobody's paying attention to what cargo shorts you're wearing, stuff like that. And some people, though, they pack like way, way too much. And even me that packs smartly, I still will always end up with like one shirt or one pair of pants or one pair of shorts or something that I didn't even end up wearing. And I pack like way less stuff than most people, I think. Okay, so this segment is called This or That. And it's like, if you only have room in your suitcase is packed, it's stuffed, whatever. If you only have room in your suitcase for one of these two items, and I realize, don't take it literally, or if, I mean, obviously you could take both of these things, but flip flops or sunglasses, this or that, which would you take? If you can take an extra pair of flip flops or an extra pair of sunglasses, what is going to be your choice? Flip flops or sunglasses? Extra pair of flip flops, extra pair of sunglasses. What are you going with? Aaron says sunglasses. Travel with fun. Thank you. I appreciate that. Travel with fun. We're going to put that on the screen. I appreciate it so much. Sunglasses, sunglasses, sunglasses. Sandy says flip flops. Travel with fun. Sunglasses. Ooh, a lot of sunglasses. Sandy the Lost Pirate Jenkins, flip flops. Tim G says sunglasses, travel fun, sunglasses. Seg says glass I can wear, so both. Okay. Angie says flip flops, Yoli flip flops, Carnival Cruise Addict sunglasses. Okay, the flip flops made a comeback. It was sunglasses strong there for a while, but the flip flops made a strong comeback. Okay. All right. You only got room in your suitcase or your backpack or whatever it is you're bringing for one of these two items. The first item is a Yeti cup. Okay, a Yeti mug, something like this. Oh, look, it's a Yeti. I'm not getting paid by Yeti, but I got a Yeti cup. So you could bring this Yeti cup, or when you go to the beach, because we know it's not allowed on the ships or whatever, but when you go on the beach, a portable speaker. So a Yeti cup or an insulated cup, whatever you want to call it. It's just easier to say Yeti. Yeti or a portable Yeti or a speaker. Yeti or a speaker. Those are your choices. Portable speaker. You can play music at the beach. You got your, loungers out there. I think Yeti is going to win this one. Yeah, Yeti cup, Yeti. Yeah, all Yetis. No music lovers out there that want to bring their own music with them? You all just like to drink like me, when you're on vacation. I see how it is. Aaron says, Yeti, I can sing to myself on the beach, but I can't make warm beer cold again. Valid point. That is such a valid point. We'll put it on the screen. Mandy says, I can listen to my music from my phone without a speaker. Yeah, that's true. Well, gee, probably neither. Travel with fun, probably a speaker because I can get a cup on the ship. Yeah, that's true. Beach in Texas, cup speakers are annoying. People get carried away. Beach in Texas, I do not disagree with you on that. My thing is, if you're going to a beach and I'll tell you two different things. So I brought a portable speaker on a recent cruise, and I brought it on for Bonaire, had it on the golf cart because the golf cart doesn't have a radio or anything, but you can play music through your phone, right? So portable speaker, throw it in the golf cart there, and boom, now you got a radio in your golf cart. And you can drink and drive in a golf cart. They let you do that in Bonaire, right? So you can go ahead and do that. And then what was the other one? Oh, the Yeti. Yeah, the Yeti. I mean, it's just going to keep the drinks colder or whatever. So that comes in handy as well. So yeah, but I agree with you on that. I mean, the speakers are annoying if you're like on a ship, and it's usually a younger person, like a teenager or something like that, that doesn't give a damn about what you think. It's all about them, and we'll just be walking around blasting their music until security hopefully stops them and takes it away. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. Amy says Yeti. Carmel Cruise addicts like to drink on vacation and in real life. Yes, I do that too. Brad loves Aaron Holmes' comment. Angie Brooks says morning coffee and my Yeti while walking. Ooh, there you go. Getting all specific about it. I like that, Angie. Amy McConnell, you can sing for me anytime at Aaron Holmes. And yes, they are sisters. I've mentioned that before. So there we go. All right. So I have another this or that for you. All right. Most of you know what water shoes are. The water shoes are shoes for like if you're going to be walking in, gravelly type beaches or rocky type beaches. Those water shoes can be a lifesaver because otherwise it's going to hurt your feet too much to be walking on all that stuff. So you got water shoes or a snorkel and mask, your own snorkel and mask. So if you had to pack one of the two, which is your most likely choice? You can only pack one of the two. This isn't I'm going to pack them both. Nope. You get one of the two. So water shoes or snorkel and mask. What are you choosing? All right. Seg says shoes. CCA shoes. Brad H shoes. D Kid shoes. We don't have any snorkelers here apparently. Angie says shoes. Aaron says shoes. No snorkelers. Is that okay? Nathaniel is a snorkeler. We got one snorkeler in the whole group. Thanks for not making it a clean sweep, Nathaniel. Okay, down under cruisers. See, I expect that from people from Australia. They're like, snorkeling water shoes. Never mind, they cheated. They said both. Mandy says just regular goggle. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but Brad 8 says one water shoe, one fin. There you go. That's the joke of the day we get out of you, Brad. That's the one. I mean, we need to upgrade that. Amy McConnell says water shoes. Okay, the water shoes. Apparently, there's not a lot of snorkelers in the Coach Cruise family. All right, let's go with. Ooh, I like this one. I like for those of you that like to take pictures and dress up and stuff. I like this next one. Extra formal wear outfit. Extra formal wear. There's 2 formal nights, but I know some people like to bring, an extra because they don't know what mood they're going to be in or whatever. So your choice is an extra formal attire outfit or extra swimsuits. So would you like to bring an extra swimsuits, a couple extra swimsuits, or an extra formal attire outfit? So put formal or swimsuit, formal or swimsuit, formal or swimsuit. That is your this or that. You can pack this or you can pack that. You can't pack both. Seg says an extra swimsuit. Brad 8 says formal wear for me is being zipped up. There you go. Hot Tea says swimsuit. Yoli says formal. Carmel Cruise Addicts, extra swimsuit. Nathaniel swimsuit. Brad 8 swimsuit. D Kid swimsuit. Down under cruisers. See, down under cruisers, Brad H. You got people moving in on. It says extra budgie smugglers. Will G swimsuit. Sandy swimsuit. Tim G swimsuit. Angie's an extra formal attire, literally a mood, and we can scope out the backdrops. There you go. I like a well-detailed answer. And Aaron says extra formal. There we go. Okay, we got a couple of extra formals back to back. Travel with fun, none of those. I pack couple suits to use for 7 days. There you go. I like that thinking. Travel with fun. Mandy Smith, I can't pick for this. I'm always overpacked on both of these. Nathaniel Overs, Down Under Cruisers. Yeah, I'm the same, Nathaniel. Okay, I got another one for you. And this one happens pretty regular. Amy says a sundress is formal enough for me, so extra swimsuit. Nothing like putting on a cold wetsuit. Yeah, there you go. I like the rationale behind it. All right, so I think we're going to end on this one. I have some would you rathers, but I can save that for next week. All right, so some of you, any new cruisers out there, and I know there's 20 of you still hanging on. And by the way, just in case I forget, thank you everybody for the super chats. Let's see here. We had Yoli, we had Sherry and Jay, we had Tim G, we had Brad H. Thank you all for the super chats. We are only 32 away from our next shirt giveaway. Yoli was the winner today, Yoli and Andrew. So appreciate that. Let's see. I see a couple. Mandy says I do multiple wardrobe changes in a day. Maybe I should make a vlog on this. There you go. Election show next week. D-Kid, yes, that's what these nominations are all about. We are going to do an election of the ship that's voted, the ship that's voted president, the cruise director that's voted president, and the ports of call that is voted president. Our three top finishers. So we're going to end up with a ship, a cruise director, and the ports of call that it's going to. We got three things that we're going to be voting for next week on voting day. And again, the voting coverage is going to last until past midnight Eastern time before they determine a winner. So there'll be plenty of time for my little 7 to 8 o'clock hour slot. So take a break from all the voting coverage next week and come in here and vote for the nominations that we made today. All right. So the last one, you are allowed to bring on a 12-pack of pop, and you're allowed to bring on a bottle of wine or a bottle of champagne or whatever. But if you have a choice between bringing on a 12-pack of pop or snacks or candy, snacks and candy, we're putting those together, snacks and candy, whatever your snack choices may be, or a 12-pack of pop. You can't have both, 12-pack of pop or snacks. So put pop or snacks. Pop or snacks are your choices. If you are going to bring on one or the other, which are you going to bring on? Okay. Travel with Fun says, I'll be here next week. I appreciate that. Seg says, are you paying for that cruise, Coach? I pay for all my cruises. Yoli snacks, CCA snacks, Mandy snacks. Aaron Holmes says snacks. Will G, neither snacks nor pop. Gonna eat on the ship and drink on the ship. Seg, what about the wine? Well, that's not part of the question, but yeah, we can make a this or that question for the wine. We'll do that next week, maybe. D-Kid says snacks. Oh, we're going on. Down Under says snacks. Nathaniel's doing the 12-pack and picking Pepsi Zero. Angie is saying Coke! Exclamations point. Have you ever had a rum and Pepsi? So there's a Pepsi hater right there. Angie, I'm a Coke, preferred Coke. Coke Zero is my thing. So I feel you on that. Will G is saying good night and thanks for staying on, Will G. Appreciate you. Amy McConnell is picking snacks. Travel with Fun pop because I can get free snack food on the ship. There you go. Brad H, soda, not pop. Yeah, this is, it depends on what region you're in. And obviously Brad is in the soda region. And the funny thing is in Illinois, there are two different regions. If you live down south in Illinois, it's soda, because I used to call it soda. And then I moved up here north to Chicago. And people are like, what is wrong with you, country bumpkin? It's pop. And so I've been calling it pop. So I feel you on that also. Sandy says snacks. Carnival Cruise Addicts says good night, Will. Tim G is bringing on the pop. Coca-Cola. Travel with Fun 12-pack of root beer. That's specific. I like that root beer. I like a good can of root beer too. Carnival Cruise Addicts, I prefer Coke, but can't drink 12 in a week. Yeah, that's a good point, unless you got enough alcohol to mix with it. Amy, where are you from? It was soda when I lived in St. Louis. Pop now that I live in the Chicago area. Yeah. Yeah. See, Amy just said what I said. Yeah, absolutely. Aaron says soda. And Aaron, no, it's pop. Get it correct. No, I'm just kidding. Amy says RC has a Coke soda styler stream thing. Yep. All right. Well, you know what? We are 5 minutes over. There's still 20 of you hanging on. If any of those 20 of you have not already hit the like button, please do that. And if there's any of you 20 that haven't hit the subscribe button, what are you thinking? Hit the subscribe button on that YouTube thing and help us grow by one. We had a ambitious goal of 85-25 by 2025. And we got a long way to go to get there. Over 400 people, about 450 people to get there. So we got a lot of work to do in November and December if we're going to make it there. So if anybody's out there, or if anybody's watching this on a replay and you haven't already subscribed to Coach Cruise, please hit that subscribe button. You'll be my biggest fan for a day at least. I appreciate you. Thank you all that stayed on this late. Thank you all for saying great show, good show, all that stuff. Thank you all, my super chatters. And yeah, I had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you had as much. And we will see you all next week. And we're going to elect a best ship. We are going to elect a best cruise director. And we are going to elect a best port itinerary. We're going to do all that on election night, November 5th, here next week, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Let's do it. Thank you all. Take care, everybody. Have an amazing week. We'll see you all next week. Take care, everybody. Bye. Peace.